Yep, it's tall enough at the back. Whee! Yeah?
And a magical media savvy Monday as me and Louise, we've just been to Adobe Made by You, which
It's actually pretty good.
yeah, it was fun. Well, we might be tainted by the fact that the last 20 minutes were actually
The best thing
real
ever.
good fun. But so we show up and there's a lot of people.
So many. But there's also free pizza.
Free pizza and drinks. We all file into a room which didn't contain everyone, and then we have two motivational speakers who,
They're actually really lovely guys.
yeah,
They really were.
they seemed fine.
It's nice to see how people can go from like nothing to having pretty much the world where they want them.
Yeah. But then it moved, but then like the last 15, 20 minutes, we actually had one of the guys from Adobe come up, and I think they were just more used to giving presentations and such, and they were a lot more fun. And he superimposed himself on a poop.
Which is even better. Like, what more could you want out of
Yeah.
anything?
I mean, that's what happens, right?
This is what you do on a Monday night. Don't go clubbing. Go to a
Yeah.
movie.
It's been it's a good end to actually a really nice Monday. Got some stuff done at university. Put some time into Vetra this morning before leaving for university, and even enjoyed the weather a bit because it's my favourite type of weather today. Because I'm British, and I have to talk about the weather. It's cold and clear.
And moody.
I'm moody.
Moody.
Is it moody?
That's not moody.
No, the sky's been clear. It's been perfect. But anyway, it's 9 o'clock and I'm overdue to get home to ironically use Adobe's product to edit my videos together.
And use even more now.
Yeah. Oh. Anyway, see you all later. And Dab, you're gonna dab for me. Yes. Design ninja.
Hello.
That didn't work. I'm using the jankiest setup for a tripod right now. In fact, let's get a photo of it whilst I go. Yeah, so Tuesday, and today I am super late for work, hence taking the motorbike in this morning. Well, not this morning, but this afternoon. I'm not good at this. I did spend all this morning editing last week's video, and this setup's wobbling now, but I'm in university at 3, still gives me a good few hours worth of work and makes me feel not so guilty. But today I have to do sketch models for my bridge project, which is what I'm doing this 2 weeks. But either way, wet day, gotta get this done. Then it's Sculpting Society this evening that I might not go to, and then streaming to get on with Vetra. And to be honest, I'm happy to work just for the excuse to get back to Vetra, because that armour is, I cannot wait to start filling it in, sanding it and then painting it. But oh my god, I'm overheating here. Look at this. So I kind of time-lapsed this section of work just to kind of illustrate how I like to approach work and how I'm being taught to approach work at university, because this is me making a sketch model. And a sketch model is basically a piece of theoretical modelling that you do when trying to figure out the basic massing out of the model you're trying to make. And it applies for any sort of making that you want to do, whereby you just use cheap, easy to use materials like printouts, card, hot glue and all of that, and double-sided tape, and you make a mock-up to the right scale or an appropriate scale of the thing you are trying to make. And here, this thing took me hours to do, and it's all as accurate as possible out of appropriate materials, but it shows you how much prep work we are taught to put into our builds, and that's the prep work and mentality that I think has been holding me back from getting cosplay things done.
I mention it here because later in this video I go into a bit more context about my decision paralysis when it comes to actually getting work done and how freeing it feels to have just run headlong into and through the brick wall that is this whole Vetra project, and why it's so elative. And why I feel like this when I try it on.
Yes! And then I'll be up on the boots. This needs to be a little tighter around here, but that can be done with a little bit of adjustment of Velcro. Yep, it's tall enough at the back.
Then the rest of our Tuesday night stream was spent sanding down and filling in parts of the armour, getting about half of it done.
So this morning, cycling in, got a wasp caught in my jacket. That's something you know now.
Then, mercifully unmolested by the wasp, we actually have an impromptu Wednesday night stream because I just want to put so much time into Vetra, finishing the filling and sanding on her breastplate.
So it has been a full Thursday of work at university, so a productive Thursday, I guess. But we are moving straight on to streaming tonight because we are carrying on with our Turian. So Turian Thursday, I suppose. Straight back to the studio. What I want to know though is where's my winter? I'm cycling in a t-shirt. I've got a big fleecy, like warm thing to be wearing, and it's just too warm to wear it. Either way, was I hiding behind the microphone there? Either way, we've made great progress on Vetra. I'm going to be starting the shoulder bits next, and possibly the arms, and yeah, that's going to be tonight. Today at university was just lots of work, getting our architectural model sorted, and also exploring the library because we need to write a research document about this whole process. But we'll talk more about that on Saturday because I'm going to be pulling an extra day of university. Anyway, right now we're going to cut to stream.
Spam it! Spam it! Hello, it's game, thank you! Yes!
A fair weather Friday to everyone, as we are here at university, a little bit late because didn't sleep particularly well, but then who does in this day and age? And I would like to know where my winter, nope, cannot do it without sunglasses. I'd like to know where my winter is because it is a very fair day today, and that's not great for cycling as I overheat super easy. But you know what? I'm still kind of jazzed from working on Vetra last night, because we got the two shoulder bits basically massed out and all the foam on them sorted in a 2 hour streaming slot, which was fantastic. They're not particularly even, one of them is better than the other, but we're going to clean that up with filling and sanding and finishing and painting techniques. But I need to stop getting hung up on this sanding and filling, because that's my job, question mark. That's what I do for professional commissions and not for my own costume stuff. It's what I'm being taught at university. The standards I have to maintain at university for my work. But I want to make sure that I'm not being too perfectionist on stuff that, if I'm too perfectionist on, it won't get finished. So I need to make sure that I'm happy with it being wonky, because really, it is the wonkiest thing I've ever made. Well, okay, that's hyperbole, but it feels that way when I'm looking at it compared to my recent, like, professional work. But this isn't professional work. I should actually... I know I keep going on about this, but yeah. I've ordered some Plastidip and some Flexipaint, actually, to head-to-head to the two materials, because I think Flexipaint's a UK company, so that's quite nice. You don't have to go through a distributor, but then maybe they're literally the same stuff. But either way, someone on last week's video did say, why don't you use Plastidip? And I'm like, oh, because I want to do it more traditional. I know people do it this way and this way, like, but maybe I'm not a traditional cosplayer. Maybe I'm forging my own way. That's the plan. So we're going to do that. Also, tonight, back to the Turian. Really like it. Or I'm going to take tonight off and just play Destiny, because I've got my shiny scarab shining Titan thing, which, oh my god, she's so cool. Robot in shiny, like, iridescent armor. Anyway, got to go and do some architecture now, and then maybe see you tonight or tomorrow. Catch you all later. Welcome to a studious Saturday, as I am at university, because I'm behind on the academic side of my work rather than the actual making side of my work. Funnily enough, I'm better at the making stuff than I am at the other stuff, but it's also not a great day. So you can see I'm rocking the drowned rat look today, which usually I wouldn't show you on the vlog, but you know what? I feel we're making a bit more of a connection, right, guys? But so now it's a 5-hour stint in the library researching architecture, which is something like 80% of the model makers don't give a crap about. So let's go hug some books and a Freya. We are Sunday, and we have been to Fabricland this morning to pick up Velcro and black fabric for Vetra, and also some fabric for university stuff for Freya. But what have we actually received in the last couple of days? Because this Sunday is Science Sunday. I actually really don't like science used as a verb like that, but you know what? If it gets clicks, that's what we're doing, because we have received Haribo. That's what we've received. Just make you go away. What we've received is our litre. Well, this is effectively a litre of Plastidip and a litre of a kilogram of Flexipaint. But we also have 25 litres of latex down here, because I use a lot of latex, and we have our flavour of wood glue here. So you know what? I'm going to start an experiment today. We have our wonderfully generic EVA foam. This is the cheapest stuff you can get on Amazon. So I'm not using my fancy Plastidip or LD45 or anything like that. So this stuff anybody can use. I'm not even going to spray these, but we are going to set these off head to head in this Science Sunday. And by do it on the Science Sunday, I mean I'm going to start doing, because it's going to take 3 or 4 days worth of putting multiple layers on different things. I'm going to make up some little pucks to paint them on, and then we're going to see which one is the best, and whichever one's the best is going to go to our Vetra booties and Vetra armour.
And that moment is getting amazingly close, because this stream, last Sunday, we actually managed to put all of the details with our soldering iron and a straight edge onto our shoulders and the main chest piece in the same way they did for the legs piece. And I'm just so happy with how this is coming out. We did a touch more filling in it, but then we carried on with the rest of the arm pieces and actually got them completely done in one go. They look a little weird because they're a bit flat right now. I did a bit of bulking on them to give them a bit of dimensionality, but when they are glued to these hypothetical sleeves that don't exist yet because I still need to sew them, they should wrap around perfectly. And you know what? That is an amazingly successful week there as we spin around with a stolen camera. I will have to thank you for joining us once again. Please comment below, let me know what you enjoyed, tell me what you've been up to, and don't forget to like the video, come back next week, and also throw this video at your friends who may also be interested in Turians. Bye!